it's just a mental load that's unnecessary until you realize that like there can't be such a thing as normal, because everyone has their own individual perceptions and ideas and beliefs.
By the sounds of it, you've always had experiences that kind of were different to those around you. And so did you feel there's pressure to experience life? This was talking about self a minute ago, but do you feel like because you could see you were experiencing life differently, there was pressure to conform in any kind of way and try and find a way to be like other people?
I think I used to look at it as like not pressure to conform, but like what's different? Why am I being treated so differently? Like what's wrong with me that people treat me differently? I guess I used to think about it in terms of like my little brother, because like we have like a 3-year age gap. And then whenever we'd go somewhere, people would be just like all over my brother and just like, oh, he's so cute. And then I'm just over there like, I'm here too. Like, it's only a 3-year age gap difference. Like, he's 4, I'm 7. And like, I don't understand why I'm being treated so differently, because we're both kids at it. And we're both at this like we're both at that age, or at those ages where you treat kids like, oh, look at him. But for me, it was always different, and I could never understand it. So I'm like, well, the problem, because it's happening so consistently, I'm like, well, the only common factor is me, so the problem must be me. So I don't know what's the problem with me. What's making me different that everyone reacts so differently to me?
So that's something you internalized from a young age then?
Yeah.
And so I guess, did you think that affected how you related with people? Because if you're talking that was from started at the age of 7, then how you related with people through school, through college, through adulthood, do you feel like that was ingrained?
Yeah, because like whatever it means, like I was a sensitive child, so I was like picking up on things, and even as a kid, I was just like doing different things. Like, they're all doing this, I'm not doing that. I was like, I don't really want to do that. But I guess so I was always seeing the pattern everywhere, and I'm just like, I don't get it, I don't understand. And yeah, what was the question?
Do you feel the fact that when you were young and people were already perceiving you as different, do you feel that...
That's the thing. I'm not sure if they were perceiving me as different. I was noticing the different behaviours. So the way they engaged with me as a child versus how they engaged with other children. I'm like, you're treating them differently to me. Like, why? What's happening?
Yeah, so then in your adult relationships, you feel like there's always that in the back of your head?
In my adult relationships?
Yeah.
As an adult, I'm just like... Sometimes, like, when people do things that don't make sense to me, I'm like, just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. But at this point, and I guess that's another thing, like, I tell a younger me, like, it's them, it's not you. Because I spent so many years trying to figure out what's wrong with me until I finally sat there and I was like, wait, hold on. It's not me, it's them. And once I realized that, then I was just like, I spent like years and years, like decades, just trying to figure out what's wrong with me. And it's not me, it is literally other people. And I can't... And again, because you're told people are supposed to behave in a certain way, people are supposed to be things, this is what's normal, that's what's not normal, it's like you can lose yourself in trying to figure out like what's wrong with you or that kind of thing. And again, when you realize, and I guess that's another thing, like when you realize that everyone's like, normal doesn't really exist. So when you operate from a framework of normal, like it's very again, it can be very mentally draining and mentally confusing and mentally it's just a mental load that's unnecessary until you realize that like there can't be such a thing as normal, because everyone has their own individual perceptions and ideas and beliefs, and the way all these things resolve in people, it does it individually. So there's no like common meaning or common connotations or retete. So from that point, there's no way to have an actual normal, because it can't exist.